So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do some drawing. So I brought some paper. Everybody, here, take a piece of paper and pass it around. And then I have purple pens and markers. So take one. You're welcome to take a marker and a purple pen, both, whatever feels like it speaks to you. So remember that old commercial probably from the 80s with the egg frying in a pan? Remember that one? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs, right? So what we're going to draw. Why is that so funny?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. That was a good commercial. It's just so 80s.
Yeah, it's very 80s. Yeah.
It's like very representative of the time frame.
Mm-hmm. That was right around the time that DARE was popular. Yeah. Did anybody take DARE in school? Yeah. Drug abuse resistance education. Of course, they don't tell you that the drugs that we're abusing are the ones that their pharmaceutical industry is like shoving down your throat. Don't take these drugs over here because we can't make any money off those. Take these over here. Overdose on those.
They can make money off them.
They can.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway.
So what are we trying?
We are drawing our brain on thoughts. So what we're going to do? Okay. So here is. I'm gonna do a visual to kind of give you an idea. This is so here's your brain. Does that look like your brain? Right? That's your brain.
Just like it. How did you
Just like it. And then here's your brain with all these crazy thoughts that are going on inside of it. It's just all crazy and hectic and right. It's just there's like this whirling goo of chaos and insanity that's going on in your brain all the time. When you meditate, that's your brain, and we have like that many thoughts, like just a couple little dashes and dots. So that's what we're trying to get at. We're not trying to eliminate all of our thoughts. We're trying to acknowledge our thoughts. And when you acknowledge them, then they kind of have a magical way of subsiding. Now here's the other thing that I'm going to talk about, just because I feel like this is going to be fun. Who took the blue marker? Can I have the blue marker back for a second? Scoot it over here. Okay. I don't know. I feel like having fun today. Okay. All right. What's that? Anybody know what that is? It's a wave. Yeah, it's a wave. I was half expecting somebody to say brainwave since we've been talking about the brain and stuff. I wanted somebody to say brainwave so I could say, no, it's not.
What are you going to say? It's an ocean wave?
It's an ocean wave. Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then, okay. What's that on top of the ocean wave? Anybody?
It's a rock.
Close. Cliff, close, yeah. Yeah, tip of an iceberg. Very good. You win the prize. You win the prize. Okay, I'm going to color it in a little bit just because I feel like it. Okay, now, what's that beneath the surface? What's that?
Yeah, the part of the
Yeah, the rest of the iceberg. Yeah. So, up to like 90%, I'll give you your blue marker back. Up to 90% of the iceberg is beneath the surface of the ocean. You can't see it; it's under there. So this is the same thing. So maybe this actually is a brainwave. Now that I think about it, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is also your conscious mind. The below part of the iceberg. This is your subconscious mind. It's all the stuff that's coiling beneath the surface that you can't see, that we're unaware of in our conscious mind. And when we go into meditation, we suddenly become aware of all of that stuff that's going on beneath the surface. And when we start to pay attention to it, we start to see a little bit of what we're doing, how we're living our lives, governed by these thought processes that are beneath the surface that we can't even see. There's just so much in the subconscious mind. It's programming, it's conditioning, it's stories that we tell ourselves about the different things that have been happening in our lives. And when we can create a separation between ourselves and the stories that we've been telling ourselves, that's when we can achieve peace, calmness, and we can actually become present to what is instead of the stories we're telling ourselves about what the past was, what the future is going to be, and we can learn how to live in the present. So I just take a moment and visualize, if you can, what do your thoughts look like when you think about them? What do you see if you close your eyes and visualize your thoughts? What do they look like? So I drew, I'm a terrible artist, but that's okay. So I drew, this is like the Grand Canyon. This is like the river that goes between the Grand Canyon, and these are the cliffs. So often, and they're pokey and spiky, and they lock the river into this course down there. And this is kind of similar to your thoughts. Your thoughts go in this one trajectory, and they become locked in because there's conditioning and patterning that we've lived by our entire lives that said this is the way that you have to think about this. And over time, when you think about things in the same way, then we get locked into that thought path over and over and over again. And the canyon becomes deeper and deeper and deeper, and it erodes further, and the walls get higher, and it becomes harder and harder and harder to get out of that thought trap. There's different techniques that can help that, any like cognitive behavioral therapy. EMDR is a technique that I really, really like. And I do a little bit of that with my life coaching clients, I guess you call them. It's your beliefs. It's whatever your beliefs are. They condition the way that you see the world. And that's how we get locked into different thought patterns.